lot to be excited for going into this series and kicking it off on the choice of Fnatic Sunset. One we expect them to win, but already it's going to be that first kill traded out, even.
Yeah, nice nade. Paranoia, though, has caught Chronicle, and now he's in a lot of trouble with Sender picking him up. But a response from Durka drops the spike. Side angle's good. Managed to keep this neck and neck with safe tagged low. A good position until Boaster falls. Now the pressure's all on Durka's shoulders. And the cam has certainly revealed his position. Tries to isolate the fight up top, but the swing is a little quicker from Safe. Caddy
form recently, I can't say I expect this to last too long. And well, Boaster under serious pressure.
Yeah, I like this nade thrown through to try and root him from position. He's very low, but making it away with the cover of Hero. 2 kills, and there it is, traded right back. It's Sender stepping up to equalize numbers. Now damage is being sustained. Vitality have lost a lot of health on Sender and a little bit on Trex, with Rifle still to fight with. There's a good chance for Fnatic to get back into this round, but now they've lost Chronicle. The head peek angle proving favorable for Vitality. Sender up top with the smoke, not covering the angle, and Dirk is able to exploit one showstopper now online, ready to be used, and it might be dispensed in this round, although the 1 versus 2, harder to find that value.
Jump down. He knows where Trex is, but Sender's position is still completely unaware for him. Even wary that he's somehow wrapped around back past him. Both players now going to be spotted, but it's too little too late. 20 seconds to make their move. I think they might try and double back into B, but it is getting quite late.
Yeah, B's definitely the right play. Showstopper has been activated, but not to find a target. Never mind. It was the 5 HP player that's taken down. 10 seconds left. Spike on its way towards the site. Boaster could get in here to deny. Actually already caught the player that's flanking, and there's the kill! The round on the back of it! Fnatic, only the clock left to tick down, and players too far away to be killed. A big play by Boaster, and that's the first in the board.
No impact.
Other than the crowd control to keep them off site in the first place, but the fact they're so ready and willing to crunch back in. They're not even on the site. Blocked out by smokes as Chronicle finds 2. An Alpha trading out the operator. Now it's tough for Vitality. They'll need to dig deep, and that they've done. Trex and Kix equalizing it. Those shots are so close. Kix is crouched, trapped in by a snake fight, and the nade comes to hunt him down. Some damage on the wall banks as Trex all alone. Just up against Durka, swapped out to the Vandal up top. It's a crazy play, but he won't be punished. Not yet, and Trex is down to the Classic. Durka's won it. Somehow, he's gotten away with it. I don't think there's much to deny this on the side of Fnatic. They have got a lockdown for the fight back into the B site, and I think that's going to be used. Yeah, here it is. Alpha dropping the lockdown. For Vitality, fighting forward into that is not going to be ideal. They don't know how much they're running into, so they got to find a safe haven. It's towards the broken door. 3, make that 4 players there. 1 inside of main for Trex, and the defuse already halfway. Some utility thrown through that will certainly delay, but they have to win their fights afterwards. This is where the real trouble begins, and, well, that ult is not going to be fully committed. They've tapped it. Here comes the big swing, but all guns from Fnatic are trained on the choke point. Every kill found. The defuse across the line. Question is, will these players carry their stingers forward? I'm not sure they'll want to, and there you go.
With that Odin, but also has a showstopper to back him up, and instead they're going to try and pressure onto Chronicle. Runner's done well. Able to isolate that opener. He'll get the information of where the remaining players are as well, and that will mean things are safe to plant.
30 seconds left.
Safe doesn't seem happy with that. He's fighting right into them. The flash is perfect. The kill to follow even better, but he's still going. He's still committing to the fight. Boaster's down, and now the Odin desperately trying to root him from position. Will do so, but there's a few more players here. That might not bother Durka, but the Paranoia certainly will. He's sent back. Showstopper used though. Here comes the space take. Good shot, but he doesn't get Sender, the player who could take him down. That was close. Well, Hero has some info. He knows where one of them are, but Runner's going to be a little bit more difficult to find. He spotted him. The information doesn't come at a cost, but the time ticking low is really the concern. Finding these fights will be difficult. Oh, I thought Sender had backed around the corner. He was on the ramp, still a chance. Hero, he's pulling out the shorty. What a try! 4 HP, a narrow margin, but just enough for Vitality. All that utility up close, and well, you know what they've used typically on Vitality to clear that util has been the Raze util, the nade.
I swear he was still walking.
I'm pretty sure he was. I'm almost certain of it. They must have quickly tapped the stop key. Gorgeous stuff. 5 versus 3. Vitality, well, they win around, and Fnatic seem right back in control. Timing could be key. Boaster, 1 player's already slipped through, now 2 posted. Flash to go through, he's forced back. No, he's not. Boaster will stand his ground and find a kill for his trouble.
This is looking rough now. I think the initial plan was to try and use the Rolling Thunder.
Enemy remaining.
Now, well, there's
Spike
absolutely
down
no
A.
shot that is going to be thrown in this round. And Chronicle, no idea how. Definitely should have died. You've also got the Nightfall ready and set up. It's going to be used as a counter. And Boaster's now looking to come in from behind. I don't even know if they would have heard anything. Runner, in fact, forced back, and he's down.
Yeah, Vitality have to fight forward with their back. Now giving up. Scrapping straight towards Alpha Yer, but the support from Sender's enough after the first few shots not landed and difficult to get around here with the operator. Durka's hoping they push him, make a mistake, but Vitality don't need to press forward, although they might need to press backwards in a moment. Durka staying alive, puts the pressure on. They have to split the retention. Not anymore. Down to a stinger, and down to the shorty. Okay. Got a little bit too close, but time was already quite far gone.
Unless he sits within the middle, so it means that they keep that control. They have now doubled back, but it hasn't really pulled any form of rotation. Still got plenty of utility to play with. Runner trying to hold them back a little bit further. Spike dropped. He now knows that the rest of the team are going to be running in his direction and even using that cam to slow them a little more. Fnatic are running out of time.
15 seconds. Looks like they're shifting attention towards the broken door, but there's a nade waiting for them. That will run the clock even lower. Give the spike, and we'll see how long Safe can hold on to it for. Just a few more seconds will be enough, and I think he's already done it. Certainly with the support of Trex. Runner just needs to survive, and he's running for the hills. Alpha doesn't even get the kill. And if he did, it wouldn't matter anyway. Really trouble. Runner does well to do a bit of damage, but he's dropped off rip. Safe is isolated and taken down easily. Trex tried to step in to help, but oh, that has not gone the way of Vitality. 2 players left. On the other side of the map, locked out. The question of damage comes into play for Fnatic. This is a 1 round.
He's already going to have Showstopper as well. That plant will allow Durka to have that. I don't expect him to use it in this round. There are 2 players left, unless he really wanted to try and just flex. And, well, he's added another kill anyway, even without having that Showstopper. To say that it's not been the best map so far from Fnatic wouldn't be surprising, but Durka, I believe that's already maybe his 20th kill. Like, it really has been fragging off the chain. Take any damage in the end as the wrong corner was chosen. Nade goes over the top and actually could do far more. Instead, though, Durka, he really is just playing for his life. He's taken over this round. Well, the Outlaws at least got 1. Mitch might have a slight smile, but Trex is now just trying to run away to hold on to that Odin with the spike. Currently in Hero's hands, and he is in an aggressive position. 3 players already up close.
There.
He's going
and now they're realizing, yeah, there you go, finally. It took a long time for Chronicle to get there, but now he can try and throw in that Viper's Pit. The stun, though, is immediate. They're going to try and pressure him straight off the bat, but he's not won that duel. Safe is down. Even still, the spams have worked, and now it's left all onto Chronicle to clutch, and the retake is clean. 4 players surviving for Vitality. They'll be the first to hit double digits.
A great angle by Sender as well. Quick double to clean up the last stages of the round. The fact that they have a neural theft as well, playing perfectly into their plan. After you find that opening pick, hat off your head, find out where they are in that pit. It doesn't block bullets. Double digits found for Vitality. They're off the starting block, and, well, this was a pretty threatening round, even after finding the opening pick. Now, I think there's going to be an adjustment from Durka. I imagine nades and blast packs are going to be pretty frequent now in on the C side. Same thing that we saw from Vitality on their attack to get rid of the Killjoy utility. A little bit more pointed as they'll attempt to remove the traps.
This goes here.
Here. There was 3 rounds in a row. Vitality managed to break that streak, but it doesn't mean it can't come right back at them. They've definitely got to be careful that this isn't an immediate response. Straight up, a lot of utility is going to be expended to hold on to that initial control of Rubble. The fact is, though, Fnatic really seem dedicated to just pushing Runner to the limits. Already an immediate rotation. In fact, it looks like the entirety of Vitality have already shifted away from that A site.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's enough utility being thrown into C that gives it away, and the ult even more so for Vitality. Yeah, they've managed to back off just enough, and Trex has one of his own. Nightfall about to be thrown in, and this is where the big blitz play comes in. Sender has an ultimate, but it's not going to be used. Instead, they're focusing on pushing through this choke point. Safe again down to 5 HP, now down to 1 with the C's. and in a little bit of trouble if he takes a fight. The wall bangs, the sprays, not quite catching them though. Vitality still not pushed all the way up to the spike, only now rounding the corner. Time starting to tick down, and with deep post plans for Fnatic and some utility, all they look to do is hold this one out. Haunt still available for Hero, and it's runner left in a 1v4, destroying the util. They know where he is, and it's an easy follow through. I thought it was going to be a silent lurk, but Bo's just kind of giving it away with a few of those Odin shots rattling off. Stun is good, nade is good, damage is fantastic, and it's a free kill for Safe. They've got Chronicle too. This is looking doable for Vitality with time low. They've got to push straight through the smoke, and look where Kix is repositioned to. It's gorgeous from Kix. The Spectre in this round, the highlight. And sure, you'll grab two with the Odin, and listen, I applaud you, Boaster, but the time is already gone. 11 on the board for Vitality with a pay safe card Thrifty.
Bear in mind, this has been a spot that Fnatic have regularly switched back to. This time though, it looks like B is the point of call.
Yeah, and lockdown very much being saved for post plant. That's a very dangerous tool for Fnatic to have at their disposal. Durka rounding this smoke. He's seen him, but the shots don't land. The gap is too narrow, and now he's in trouble. Pressured and pushed down upon. Boaster grabs one at least in return, and Hero does the same. Okay. It goes from bad to worse then for Vitality. Disadvantage plus Kick super low. Operator for Safe. There's the shot onto Hero. But they've realized the rotations have come through. Back to the C-site they go, but so does Safe. He's blasted his way in just in time. Ult from Sender towards the back of the site, and that's the spike drop. Problems brewing for Fnatic. Alphayer sat with his lockdown and no chance to use it. Late lurk though, that's what he's buying time for, hoping that Chronicle can find the impact, but he's watched the leg shot, not enough to take him down. 5 HP, and the door opens yet again, moving back to the B site. Post-plant lockdown could come into play. Oh, in fact, all the way to A, and that's the right play. They'll get a free plant with Chronicle left out to make use of this 5 HP by well, I was going to say stabbing them in the back. Instead, it's going to be full frontal assault.
Enemy remaining. Last
It's the
player
1-for-1. That was both low HP players gone, but it's the confidence that left into Alpha. The one gap, the one risk is that door. But once he hears any form of drop, any form of sound, even the smoke, it's enough for him to just try and buy the time. For Sender, the goal was to maybe try and get that one to half, but he has no choice but to try and fall back, hold at least for a little bit longer. And that's the thing, the time is now already going to be ticking fairly fast. He needs to get this one to half fairly quick, and it's not going to be happening. Alpha, a safe pair of hands when it comes to the clutch.
It's not fired upon. The gamble is wrong, and Vitality now reinforcing the C site. But we've seen a number of times Fnatic willing to go back. They're not going back. Not this time. Showstopper of their own.
I think Durka's going to end up getting caught. I think he's hoping to try and chase them down, and he will at least claim the spot. This is somewhere that Vitality love to fight from, and they themselves are going to try and push this back. The thing is, look at the investment into ultimates. Counter Nightfall to try and grab that little bit of extra space. And there is a gap around the side of the pit that they might be able to sneak through, but just look at where Alfia is watching. He is waiting on that edge to try and watch anybody, but they are aware of it. Trades back, keeping things even for now, but Chronicle's pit is still standing. He's in a ratty little spot, just holding to make sure that it's never really removed. And they need to clear him. They need to find him, and he's still just lurking within the darkness, not being spotted by anybody on this Vitality side, and finally looks to strike. Durka may have been dropped, but they still haven't killed Chronicle. They still haven't found Chronicle, who just hides within the pit the entire time. The time already gone, as now Fnatic will take a round. Safe has eliminated everybody.
Vitality, well, they've lost the lead at an inopportune time. Fnatic now just one away from taking this map, and despite it being hard fought, it won't be reflected in the scoreline. They got a stun off on a player. Durka was doomed. Yet somehow, after they crunch with 4, they're left in a 5 versus 3. Vitality, I honestly feel like they're unlucky in some of these fights, but you gotta commend Fnatic for being able to punish again and again.
Yeah, it was a headshot through the cage from Chronicle. B-side now completely under the control of Fnatic. Only Trek stands, hoping to try and maybe get a little bit of information. Kix definitely has a good idea of where Boaster is, but it may not matter. The plant will be coming in, no ultimates to be played with, and they're even looking to potentially try and challenge this guy with just Alpha sitting so close. Even still though, right now that time Mitch is already ticking. They need to get a move on.
Alpha's just lobbed the nano at them on the door as well. Insult to injury, further slowing the round, making them walk into the angle of Boaster. And now kicks.
Good luck.
Well, it's a formality. 13-11. Vitality put up a good fight, but in the end, Fnatic sneak up. And
Zaysh was saying he would though, so, you know, he's got the read.
he has. Listen, I've heard Zaysh might know his stuff. Little push out from Fnatic though, depositing Boaster down on mid this time, and the nice shots connected. Second player was there, but Dirk has gone the other direction, sensing this full rotation. Got some support here from Alpha here. Could be a stun, ready to fire out. Could be a double swing. Let's see, this flash is available as well. There's the stun. It's a little bit too shallow though. The player is able to reset, taking down Chronicle. Now Vitality have a ton of control, but these attackers are split into groups of 2, and they've got to find a way to unite. And the only way is straight through the Fnatic squad. Perhaps the off angle though, kicks coming back a little earlier than expected. Could be what pulls this across the line. The element of surprise certainly works for 1, for 2 in fact, or 3 in this round. And he'll even follow up with a 4th. Great start from Kicks.
Oh, it's really big round from him. I think the fact that
Even getting a kill and removing a rifle could be huge. Now, if they go down, that rifle can't be recovered. So they're bringing it to the fight. They better find some value for it, instead of just giving it right into the hands of Vitality, who've now lost too many.
Oh, no.
The damage is massive and extended on further. Not just economic damage, but the rounds will be affected.
Boaster just placed a star to try and slow them down. They know where safe is. A couple of players rounding this corner. The flash, well, it doesn't work out as maybe they'd hope. Sender, well, he's got any other gun, and that might have been a kill. Unfortunately, the classic wall runner had a chance, but it slips. It's going to be left onto Kicks again, really. The classic not going to get anything, and this man going to try and take the round already. Gets himself another. Down to the 1 versus 2, even hits the shot onto Hero, and now it's left all onto 1. Him versus Chronicle for the round. Time ticking away. He's trying to bait him in, and while succeeds in it, it would be to play a retake stance here.
Yeah, well, they've got some traps to try to punish off of. The only problem is, even if they trip it, there wasn't anyone close enough by. Now, they've seen where the trap is. Safe was waiting to break it, but Chronicle rips his head clean off. Spam is good. Some damage, and there's a little more. The reveal, perfect. And Kicks won't have a chance, nor will Sender. All through the wall, through smokes. They've yet to see a member of Fnatic, and there's only 2 players left on the attack. Runner down to 22 HP, another spam. I feel as if it's going to come through, but Hero, he's not going to get caught behind that smoke. Giving up the space. He's got 2 teammates to his back. Stun goes in, blast pack 2. There's the shot from Durka, and an easy finish for the hero of this round. But again, communication in that moment, there's so much going on. It can be hard to connect. Hunter's Fury has been burned very early on. That's Chronicle looking for some tags, and Alpha here, the one to find the kill. Safe out of the round immediately after a fast slip and slide straight down to B main. Vitality have ended up on the back foot. Paranoia is good. Durka can't see a damn thing. He'll get his vision back in a second, and it's quick enough for him to respond, for the whole squad to answer up. Well, the initial fight is the only fight. 5-1 for Fnatic.
Well, these players are somewhat stuck in the mud. They're going to try and retreat back to that A site being revealed as they go. Chronicle, he's dropped the spike. He's dropped the spike on the deck. So now this becomes a fight for middle.
It's one of the most aggressive rounds I've seen. On the back of a flash, they blitz in and take mid control. At least the From the Shadows can be used to recover that spike. One of the biggest uses of this ult we've seen, other than going into your opponent's spawn. For Vitality, that at least gets them a plan, but they need the picks. We saw this in B. They had the disadvantage. Late lurk coming up, caught them off guard. The timing was absolutely perfect last time. Okay, Chronicle. He's been spotted. He's given away his position. Looking for the fight, but here's the double swing. Not expected. Stun was good as well. Safe out of the round. Runner and Sender now having a double up each to have a chance. And straight through the wall and the smoke. Sender goes down. Well, I don't know what he could have done about that. Runner now a big play to be had. He can't lurk, but he can maybe clutch out the round in the 1v4 already. Taking down 2, but the 3rd evades him. At this point, 8-1 down. 8 in a row for Fnatic. Some closer rounds, and a great start to this one. Chronicle almost trades it back. Shock Dart could be good. It's bounced, and it's just about missed. Flank coming around from elbow, but too little, too late. Alfier's going to find himself alone, isolated, able to find 1 and 2. It's a free kill on Trex. Caught in his util. A flash goes out. Here's the swing, and Safe is good for more. This guy is on fire. 3 kills in the round already, and he's still looking for more as the smoke fades. The barrel's spotted. He wants this fight on Hero, and Hero's been fantastic so far, but not good enough.
Feels like a Radiant in a gold lobby. Safe's just trying to take over this one all on his own. Almost comes back angry after losing that last one. Just basically taking fight after fight, but now falls back and has kicks for support. Safe, he's looking to try and recreate it. This time, up against an operator. What? Cinder is sliding along the ground. Well, the trades come back thick and fast. Chronicle's still here, caught out with utility, but Safe is there once again. And while Hero was left as the solo defender on the other side of the map, might get caught by Runner, who is still lurking. It seems like Hero was aware, but looked away. A third round for Vital Disrupt. And this post plant is one that, well, hasn't really been allowed so far. Always awkward to try and face off against this, and not having the utility is going to make it that a little bit harder. Boaster, though, has kicked things off well. In fact, the aggression of kicks is now punished. It's going to have to be that late flank, but were the steps heard? I don't think they have been. Doesn't seem like they're aware, but they will in just a second. And already being revealed, it's not going to happen. That Hunter's Fury needs to be unbelievable, and while now he's stuck in the mud, being pressured from all corners, there is no chance left for Trex to win this round. Just a few exit frags, as it will end 9-3. Hopefully 0. Either way, push up. Good start from Trex. Gonna find the opener and double down with a shock dart. He's coming to try and steal some of those shock dart records away. Safe as well. Wow, this is already looking great. The second pistol, well, I've done it already. Unless Chronicle has a crazy clutch. Pull this one back. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. First kill goes his way. Now, I've seen Vitality win a 1v5. I don't think I've ever seen them lose one.
First time for everything, Tom. Maybe with the spike in the open, though, it's going to be too much to ask. He's doing well to isolate some of these fights. Shock dart primed and ready. Crossed over, spike recovered, okay, and dodges the flash.
Again, the thing is, I don't even believe they've broken it another time. It's still going to be sat there. Fnatic have desperately tried to remove this utility, but well, it's gone now. Runner's just gone walking backwards, didn't realize that they'd lost that much control into middle. I don't know if that's miscommunication or just a misplay on his part, but so focused on where his trips were placed, he ends up dying.
Yeah, I mean, he was busy with the blast packs, destroying them, pulling back the traps and putting them back in place. Safe has done well to eliminate Hero, though. A Cypher for a Cypher, but now the trades go back in Fnatic's way. Plant down, time ticking. But players stuck up close. They've already managed to delete Chronicle. Will they expect Boaster to be here, though? The smoke maybe could give it away, and he's down to 41 HP. But, oh, yeah, they definitely expect them to be here. The weapon switch, though, a little brazen for Sender. And with Boaster alive, post-plant so much stronger. They can have a grab well to stop him from actually defusing. I believe a nade was thrown through. They know that defuse isn't underway. Flash used, just causing problems. And now, with the grab well, they've already won the round. Time is too far gone, too many players to delete, and they won't even land a shot on them.
Slowly making their way in towards this B site. It seems like the only goal for Runner is to try and catch someone on the cross. He's got to be careful, though. As said, it's been him getting caught in a lot of these rounds. He goes through, and he's only going to get the one. Safe also desperately low on HP, but now there's 20 seconds. Fnatic have got to move towards this site if they're going to try and win this one. After shock in, I'm more so looking at Durka and what his move is going to be, because with 10 seconds now, the spike still hasn't made it, but Hero combines with him. A nice double for Trex, but that still might allow the plant to come in. That's at least something, and it seems like Alpha wants to try and take this. Rolling Thunder has caught both players. The swing isn't quite enough, though.
Runner wasn't able to find impacts on his lurks. We just saw Hero go up to destroy some of that utility on B, maybe drag the rotations, and now players potentially out of position. Showstopper lands, flank up from Boaster is good for one, and with 10 seconds left, the spike makes it to the site with no chance to deny. A shock dart sent through, but it's not even the right spot. 3 or 4 seconds left. But the plant is acquired. Fnatic now have time on their side, numbers most certainly shifting in their favor, but it's safe. Time and time again, this has been the man you can rely on to dig you out of these tough situations. The smoke, though, cuts off any support, leaves him isolated and eliminated easily. Hero through the smoke. He's landing shot after shot, and Trex doesn't stand much of a chance. 12-6. They grab some control. They deposit someone. That's how he phrased that, and I love that. They deposit a player, and then they decide to move in the other direction. It looks like they've done that here again, doubling back into the spot where they deposited Hero early on, looking to crunch into market. The utilities kept them back though and might have them second guessing it. Cross from Boaster towards top mid. There's a smoke on right side. He's cleared the left and now looking to take that space. Kill on market might mean they're focused elsewhere. And Boaster, well, if that flash goes through, it could have been huge, but he's actually rounded the corner just in time. They've seen him, at least, but looking to challenge is a different story. Boaster landing the first with the weaker weapon. Sender manages the trade, but now he'll have to manage so much more. A Vandal in his hands, an ult used into main. It's spotted and destroyed with a plant down, a nade online, a flash still for Alpha, stun to come soon. Camera in main as well. This is going to be one of the more difficult clutches of Sender's career. They now know exactly where he is, and that is him dealt with. 13-6. The first map might have been close, but Fnatic breezed through to the grand final on Sunset.
Yeah, it's